Didn't we?
Don't ask, don't tell.
It's starting time. Shush, shush, shh, shh, shh. Good evening, all. Welcome to eModels Monday. It's Monday and it's time for eModels. I'm not going to wear it. It's going to. They told me to wear a hat and it's the only one I had handy, but it doesn't feel right talking to you with my head covered.
Where's your Pikachu hat?
Yeah, he went all Greta Thunberg, an environmental mugger, isn't he?
Look, there's no Ted, so that means I'm in charge. So you behave yourselves tonight, all right? That Latin. Yeah, that's bound to happen.
Oh dear,
so
we got.
It's Monday. It's time for eModels. We're
Chris.
here, the three of us. No Ted, but you know we'll make do without Ted. We'll fine. So it's time for terms and conditions with Foxx.
Damn, he did that fast.
God, that was quick, wasn't it? I'm still moving my microphone about.
He's like, right, so here's the murder scene and bye.
I know he said he's in charge. It'll be a quick show, but I didn't think it'd be that quick.
Right, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, Ted is away this week, bless him. He's doing family stuff. He's fine. He's just doing family stuff, and he's not available this week. So, hello, Ted. Big hugs to you and Mrs. Ted, and
They're
hope
not
you're all
watching.
doing well.
And hello, tech guests.
Hello to all the family who haven't got a clue who we are and aren't watching anyway. But yes, welcome to the eModels Monday show. I have some important news which I'll tell you in a minute. Welcome to the eModels Monday show, that time of the week when we gather here in this place to worship the plastic crack. Yes, the plastic goodness that eModels supplies. This is, of course, the eModels Monday show for emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. As always, we like to keep things family friendly, so please keep it clean in the chat, and please do not mention other model retailers, as this is a show on the eModels channel. It's not cool to mention other people, so please don't mention other model retailers in the chat. And given YouTube's new diktats dropped from on high, no swearing is allowed. Not that we do swearing on this show anyway, most of us. Occasionally somebody might mention something inadvertently.
It's mispronunciation, mate, isn't it?
Oh, he said it. So yes, so do keep it family friendly, please, in chat. Just I say because it's the rules, it's YouTube's rules. But anyway, yes, welcome to Monday. We're going to go through all the usual stuff. We'll be having a bit of a natter. We'll look at what's in store. We've got the giveaway pulling winner. Wow, I just drove a bus into that sentence, didn't I? We're pulling the winner for last time's giveaway. That's for the Funky Jet plane. So make sure you stick around to find out if you've won and all the usual goodness. But that's going to be my thing. The important news I've got, and this is very important news, is that tonight is bin night because it's changed for me. It is now.
Thursday night's bin
It's
night.
for me. My bins are always on Tuesday, mate. So yeah, it's bin night.
I've now lined up with Festa because it was always Sunday was put the bins out, but now I've had to learn that it's Monday.
You're doing it wrong.
I have got an even more important announcement. It's McLeish's birthday. He's 41 today. So happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday, McLeish.
Anyway, yeah, carry on.
And I don't know if James Retro Rabbit is in tonight, but it was his birthday a few days ago. Well, he won't be because he's in Mexico at the moment, but he was in the other week. It was his birthday. He was 42 a few days ago.
Yeah.
Anybody else with a birthday out there, let us know. We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah.
And don't forget, of course, I forgot to mention, we do all have the chat in front of us. So if you are watching this, do join in the live chat. If you're not, if you're on a mobile device and you can't see the chat, it might be under the video, so scroll down. But if not, you can just go to YouTube. Click on the YouTube icon on the bottom right hand corner. That'll take you to the YouTube page where you can keep on watching and you can join the live chat. And we'll do our best to read out your comments, but we'll probably miss most of them. So type in capital letters. What do they do, Ted?
Bold.
Bold. Type in bold, as Ted would say. Why am I in the top right left corner?
Oh, because you was
Where
doing
would
your
you like
terms
to
and
be?
conditions, you spoon.
I don't know. It's normally the host that goes in the top left corner. I like to be hidden away in the corner where nobody notices me.
He was on the big screen, which I thought looked really profesh because he's in charge. And we could all make faces at him, but he couldn't see us properly. Oh, yeah.
I want dolphins with lasers. I don't know why I did that.
He's feeling awkward now, Chris, because he's in the wrong place and you put in full screen, and he really loves that, doesn't he?
Like Gordon
feeling all
Freeman, the
exposed
wrong
up in the
man
corner
at the
there.
right time.
Yeah.
Colin's in the corner now.
Is that a better
Oh, am
corner
I?
for you?
Oh, dear. He's never happy, is he?
I'm always
I
happy.
thought I put Colin there because he might want to do his factoids.
Oh,
Do you know that was a good segue there,
We could
Chris? Because I
motor
thought
on.
there's something I'm supposed to do, and I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah.
that's the fastest we've got to your section in about a year.
I
That.
tell you something, mate. That's
See what happens when Ted's not here?
21:05. I mean, God, normally it's about half past, isn't it? I squeeze it in at the last minute. Oh, weren't
And
there?
you go like that once.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, yes, it's Factoid time where I do my best to talk proper. On this day, it was golf on the moon is the caption. There you go. In 1971, Apollo 14 astronaut Alan Shepard took a few shots at some golf balls while on the moon. Well, that would be interesting. Near the end of the second moonwalk, he says, just before entering the lunar module for the last time, Shepard, an avid golfer, attached a 6-iron golf club to the end of a sample collecting tool. And despite thick gloves and a stiff suit that forced him to swing the club with one hand, he hit 2 golf balls. The first landed in a nearby crater, and the second was hit squarely, and in the 1/6 gravity of the moon, it travelled miles and miles and miles. There you go. Happy
Did it go
days,
around and
eh?
hit me in the back of the head? Because that would have been fun.
It's probably still orbiting, mate. You never know, do you?
Interesting fact, on one of the later missions, the guy who was the Capcom for Apollo, for Neil Armstrong and that lot, the guy that says, "Welcome
Oh, yeah,
back,
the guy
welcome
with the
down."
old flat top, yeah.
Yeah, he was on that mission, and they were going to do what they called the Lunar Olympics, because it was the last ever Apollo trip. It was Apollo 17 or 16, I think. And they're going to do the Lunar Olympics. I can't remember his name, but he decided to do the high jump. So he jumped up in the air and kind of realised he wasn't going to land on his feet. And he said they had a major panic because the backpack has all your oxygen and stuff. It's not designed to be fallen on. So he managed to turn himself around and not kill himself. He said, when I got back in the module, I got really told off by Capcom.
Yeah, I can imagine, because he was quite a stern chap, wasn't he? The old geezer in the white waistcoat, wasn't he? He was proper in the zone, wasn't he? Proper
a bunch
gung-ho
of guys
bloke.
turning blue down here.
Yeah. Anyway, births, folks. On this day in 1927, a bloke called Gerard Kitchen O'Neill, who was an American physicist who invented the colliding beam storage ring. There you go, which increased the energy output of particle accelerators by utilising beams of particles moving through a ring-shaped chamber in opposite directions. There you go.
Was his
He
middle
was
name Kitchen?
born. Kitchen, yeah, as in, stove
Where you
and
do
all
the
of that
cooking.
gubbins. Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, the cooking. Well, yeah, where I'm not allowed to go, mate.
You're not allowed. White goods are banned. Is
Yeah.
a challenge on that note. And for people in chat, to make a ring with your finger like that, and then try and do one the other way, like around it. You can't. It's really hard to do one that way and one that way.
Yeah.
My brain,
That's a bit like doing the thing on your belly, isn't it? Where you rub your belly one way and
It's really hard to do them in different directions. Except Chris is doing it. Oh, smart.
Yeah, there you go. Interesting factoid. That I'm impressed, mate.
It's your arm. You can get them to do whatever you like, shouldn't you? I don't know.
Oh my God, we got
Theoretically.
we got an English archaeologist called Mary Douglas Leakey, and she was an English archaeologist and a paleoanthropologist as well. She made several of the most important fossil finds subsequently interpreted and publicised by her old man, the noted anthropologist called Lewis Leakey. It's getting better, isn't it?
Anthropologist.
So, yeah, that's what they did. So she was born on this very day.
I think she's still alive, Mary Leakey.
I don't know, let's have a look.
What year was it?
No, she died in 1996, mate. She was born in 1913, geez.
All right.
Last up for births was... Where is he? There you go. All it says here is a German physiologist even called Julius Eduard Itzing. He was born on this day in 1838. And that's all he did.
You seem to always get physiologists. I've still no idea what a physiologist actually is.
I've got no idea. Yeah,
German ones are always physiologists.
Is it a physics person? I don't know.
No, I don't know what it is. I guess it's a physical biology thing anyway.
We got deaths, folks. We've got an Austrian-British biochemist called Max Ferdinand Perutz, and he won the 1960...
Sounds like half his name's missing.
Yeah, Perutz. He won the 1960 or shared the 1962 Nobel Prize for Chemistry with his X-ray diffraction analysis of the structure of hemoglobin, a protein that transports oxygen from the lungs to the tissues. I'm doing well here, folks, aren't I?
You're doing well, actually.
We got another geezer who died called Salvador Edward Luria, who was an Italian-American microbiologist who, with Max Delibruck and Alfred de Hershey, was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physiology of Medicine in 1969 for their discoveries concerning the replication mechanism and the genetic structure of viruses.
Professor learned a special brand.
I always
of
think
German
that that's
where the
just a
umlaut
snake.
pronounces,
Is that not just
Absolutely,
a
and
snake?
yeah,
bunny.
exactly. Their further information came from bacteriophages more quickly than work with other virus material.
Bacteriophages.
Who else have we got? Oh, we've got a German engineer who designed engines called Carl Wilhelm Maybach, partner of Gottlieb Daimler, who in 1909 co-founded, oh God, it's in German. He
Kelsa Breeze, he said in French.
Luftfahrzeugmotorenbau with his father and Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin. They did in May 1933 when the high-speed streamlined rail travel was introduced in Germany. The Fliegender Hamburger train was powered by two Maybach engines. Did that well, Cole, didn't you?
You
And
kinda
last
got away with
up,
that one.
where is he? It is a French zoologist and clergyman called Pierre-Andre Latrielli, and he was ordained a Roman Catholic priest in 1786 even, you pilch. Became the father of modern etymology even.
Voggly. It's to do with cats, is it?
During the French Revolution, he was imprisoned in Bordeaux and made the acquaintance of a physician, a fellow prisoner who obtained a specimen of the rare beetle Necrorobia ruficolis. And it was through this discovery that Latriel became acquainted with the naturalist Bory de Saint Vincent, who obtained his release. And there you go. And they did, what's that? He worked under him from 1805 in the Museum d'Histoire Naturelle. There you go.
Bordeaux. Oh, I'll have a nice bottle of Bordeaux, please.
There you go, folks. So hopefully that's that all done with.
Hemoglobin is a depressive dyslexic goblin, says Phil Lewis. Hemoglobin.
Yeah, untie your tongues, says Andy. I know, mate. It's, yeah. I'll get me words a bit muddled up, mate.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a couple of belly and benches. Andy McLeish says, Belly, lunch was leftover hamburger pasta, yes, as it sounds, several mugs of coffee, dinner steak pie with veg and rice and homemade cinnamon rolls.
Oh, nice one.
I had leftover pizza for my dinner.
Paul Allen Ryder had a Chinese special with garlic sauce. Bench is a 1350 Enterprise with lights and sound. Lonning build, he says. Or long build. Spider pig.
Spider pig's coming out there, Cole. Yeah, don't forget, folks, bench and belly, what you're working on, what's on your bench right now, and belly, what you're having for your dinner, what have you had for your dinner.
Yeah.
We don't really care about the bench bit, because that's just words and numbers. It's the food bit we really want to know about.
PJ says he's belly, bench and beverage. He's not telling because it's a secret.
So that'll be something, and beer then.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've got a ding button, don't forget, folks, if you finish the thing, you'll get a ding.
I've probably got something I can ding against my cup. Or maybe I haven't.
I have a ding
get a
button,
thing.
but, we don't need to use it. It's fine.
Let me get a thing to do.
Yeah, we'll gloss
Oh, that's not
over that bit, Chris, shall we, mate?
Is that all right?
No,
That's
that's
very
lame,
sad.
mate. That really is. I couldn't think of anything, and this is all I can cobble together.
Well, we
isn't
don't have, I haven't got a big 1930 lampshade like Ted. I've got a thing in my hand now.
Oh, no, you don't know what to do with yourself tonight, do you? Bless you. Everyone's saying hello there to new folks. Got Franco in as well saying hello. Hello, Franco. How you
Hello,
doing?
Franco. Welcome.
Franco Murcia from Colombia. Hello, mate.
Ooh,
I've
welcome.
also got Robin as well, a new person in. So hello, mate. How you doing?
Welcome to all the new people in chat. We will do our best to read your comments, but like I said, because we're all old and our chats are like at least 3 feet away and they're also small, we'll probably miss a lot. So if you do need us to see a comment specifically, I'm looking at the microphone, I'll look at the camera, you idiot. If you do need us to see a comment specifically, please make sure you put the whole thing in capital letters so we have a chance to see it. If we haven't answered it though, if you ask us a question or whatever, just give it 2 or 3 minutes and put the question again. Do ask us lots of questions though, because it gives us stuff to talk about, and if we can't answer your question, then anybody else in chat will probably know. We have our own specialised little areas of modelling, but
Do we?
if it's something we can't answer, somebody in chat will. I don't know, we probably.
When did this start, Chris?
I don't know.
Did you
I
get the
didn't
memo?
that memo.
No,
I do slacking and you do cutting things in half, and Chris does anything else but
Phil Lewis, Bellio made chili and chips and bench, he says. Yes, happy days.
Paul Ryder says that's feeble, Fox. Fox
was.
is feeble.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
It was lame, wasn't it?
I've got nothing else I can ding.
Athol,
sad.
Belly, last of my ball burgers with chunky chips covered in Tesco's cheap brown sauce and bench oaks.
Oaks. So ask us lots of questions in chat, otherwise we'll run out of stuff to talk about and we'll end the show in about 5 minutes. So
I know.
We can't end the show
No.
yet. It's my what's in store today.
Yeah.
I hope you've all got lots of. I hope you've all been exercising your brains for maximum
Yeah.
thinking.
Your brain's warmed
I
up. Turn
hope
them
you've
on
all
now.
got an old copy of Microsoft Encarta or Encyclopedia Britannica because you're going to need it.
All the
Do you know,
Guinness Book
I
of
know
Records.
exactly
You'll be
this-
fine with that as well. That's okay.
I've got one in a CD thing over there, Microsoft
I know.
Encarta.
I can get my hands in like 10 minutes on a boxed copy of Microsoft Encarta.
Yeah, oh, that's bad, isn't it?
Oh no, it's really bad.
We got an announce as well. We're just waiting for a delivery, folks. So the Wednesday at the bench eModel stream will be returning next Wednesday, where Festa's guest is going to be another eModels builder. This idiot.
Hello. Can't get rid of me. I'm everywhere.
Would you like, in your excitement, to tell people what we're going to be building once we get it?
It's.
You sure?
It's. I'll whisper it into the microphone so nobody can see it. It's Baneblade.
Yeah.
Was that a bit loud?
It was a bit. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Baneblade together for the folks at eModels as this Wednesday at the bench, folks. So yeah, have a looky, Lou. We're going to start that not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. We're just waiting on things to arrive, and then we'll start that one. So yeah,
We'll probably be
part
starting at
of-
an earlier time than normal,
Yeah.
though. We're starting around about lunchtime each Wednesday because of the
Yeah.
scheduling issues. So
Yeah.
it'll be a lunchtime Wednesday thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're going to be starting that. So yeah, keep an eye out for that because eModels do sell Warhammer stuff.
They
It's
do.
just a way of reinvigorating their Warhammer content. So that's what we're going to be doing for this next build. So there you
And
go,
going
folks.
forward in the future, like many moons in the future, I'll be kind of doing video content for them about like Warhammer stuff because that's what I do. So.
Well, yeah, you're going to sort of migrate into the Warhammer builder role, aren't you?
Yeah, for them, and like Cole, you'll do the anything build bikes. and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I should do bikes, cars, tanks, anything basically. What I choose, I'm sort of lean my videos more to average Joe out the box builds with a little bit of a dio now and then, just so that noobs can have a go at building along that way. So it's and then Ted does the big kits, doesn't he? And Chris does what Chris
Ted does
does.
the big regret.
Chris will
kit.
do
He's
something
like,
at
"I'm
some
not
point
getting a
when he
big
finds
kit
something
again."
that catches his eye.
You never know,
yeah.
mate. If eModels start doing DAG stuff, mate, you'll be well away.
Yeah. So I'll probably focus more on painting because Warhammer kits build themselves, so I'll be focusing on painting.
So yeah, we've got our niches, and it's just a way of branching the eModels builds now into variable content. So it's a lot coming.
Yeah, and the McLeese says Baneblade. Oh, the Baneblade. McLeese also says Insane Blade.
I'm gonna. It's funny. I'm gonna try to confine myself, but I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
try.
I don't know whether I can guarantee that I'm going to be able to do that. But
I think it's unlikely.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
last time you tried to stick to what's in the box, the insane Blake man, because you built everything in the box. This time he's got to try and stick himself to just one variant of the Beyblade.
Yeah, I'm going to do a variant. I can't guarantee that there may or may not be additions added. I don't know. Depends on how I go. But yeah.
We know there is
have,
going to
like,
be additions added to it.
It'll turn into like a float tank with floats on it, so it can go on water and like wings.
Well, he'll start on me. He'll go, you know what it could do with, Cole? It could do with wings, skis and propellers, and that's it. It's, you know, and he's further down the old than me anyway, so, you know, I'm learning still. So
Yeah, I'll be there saying, why don't you get James mate to send you one of them 132nd Lancasters and budge it together? Ooh.
Could you imagine James's face if I got the saw out on one of them bad boys?
I think
Yes, folks, that's what we're going to be doing. So keep an eye out because all the artwork's going to get launched over the next week. And so that's what we'll be doing. But due to scheduling, we're pulling the show to about midday on a Wednesday at the moment until further notice because we've both got real life stuff going on and it's just easier for us to do it that time of day.
Yeah.
But if you can't catch it live, you can always catch it on
live
repeat.
on the telly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's kind of almost as if the video was stored after being transmitted. So you can watch
Almost.
it any time.
Yeah.
Who'd have
And
thunk
what
it?
possibly could go wrong with us two idiots doing that?
I'm going to have to get a Hello Kitty decal on it somewhere. What's your signature thing? Are you going to have what would yours? My signature thing is to either sign it or do a doodle inside it, or put
Well,
a
I
Hello Kitty
always have
sticker
an
on it
egg of
somewhere.
some sort and a bit of raggy. So
Yeah, there's a bit of raggy in it.
But, you know, there's normally an egg. Things like when I did the London bus, you got people reading that Kennedy was shot next to John Lennon was shot. You've got all kinds of things that shouldn't be there.
So cheap.
And it's like my World War One diorama. There's someone there reading a copy of The Sun, you know, and they've got, an MP3 player or a Sony Walkman, should I say. So, yeah.
Ted had on his U-boat. Ted had somebody with an iPhone on the toilet, and somewhere else they had a copy. I think a photograph of Pete, mate. You know, the owner of eModels, like on the wall, like us.
Yeah, you know, I'll have an eModels Monday decal on it somewhere, you know, just something just that shouldn't be there. But so keep an eye out for that, folks.
Keith has finished the Tamiya
have we got
222 armoured car. So you have to decide, Keith, would you like a ding from me with a button or with Foxx with whatever it is he's hitting with things? So
My body is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we do both? Because then they can have the best of both worlds. I've got a spring. I could do a spring.
He really wants to do his lane ding, doesn't he, Chris?
No, my ding's rubbish.
Yeah, it is.
Ding.
It's a ding. What? It's what on the tin. Go on, give him a proper ding, Chris.
I just did. I know you don't.
Oh,
you
good
don't
lad.
hear it, but yeah.
Athol says, Colin, was it you that mentioned at a new channel something GNU? Yeah, Modelmaking GNU is someone's channel.
Yeah, I set it up as a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't expect content.
Bless you.
Yeah, don't expect content. I've already got 3 subs, but I'll probably do something with it. But Keith says belly was roast chicken, spuds, mixed veg, and Yorkshire pudding bench at Panzer 4E Vorpanzer. Ooh, he's got that the right way around. He's done the food first and then some other stuff afterwards. Athol asked me when I'm going to finish that Dodge Charger. I've got 5 packs to do to film it, and then I think I've got about 3 packs left after that. And it'll be done. I'm in the middle of filming this at the minute, so.
Paul Allen Ryder says, Colin, loving that projector build. I'm confused.
Projector build?
Yeah.
Projector build?
Is that the one he's on about where I'm doing it under the microscope? Is that the one he's on about? I'm not sure.
Bobbins says, I finished the Lego Darth Vader bus today. There you go.
Oh,
I get a ding
nice.
from me. And I can see Chris pressing the button.
And you get a
Unless
ding
you
from
can't.
me.
Unless
Ding.
you're doing a build call that's projected onto like the side of a building or something.
I can't honestly remember. I've got so many builds going on at the moment.
Did we give?
mate.
Was that first thing we did for Keith's Tamiya 222?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I've just actually ordered. I've just received recently a model of a 222, but it's kind of not real because it's an orc from Warhammer 222, as if like orcs had German World War II technology. Really quite cool.
Keith is asking how the Sherman's coming on. There she is, mate. she's going to be getting ready to start the weathering, mate. So yeah,
Ooh.
there you go,
Weathering
mate.
commence. McLeish says Grunru. Guruganu. I'm a Guruganu. How do you do?
Yeah.
Well, everybody calls me model making GNU, so I just had to set.
Yeah, I've done it before. Anyway, it's like he's a GNU, you know. He's not a guru. He's a GNU.
So I had to go and buy the domain, and then I thought I might as well set the channel up, and then But then of course I had to spend half an hour watching all the old Taifu T. I'm a GNU adverts.
I am a GNU. Yeah, I know.
How do you
one.
do?
How do you do? Yeah.
I can't put this down now. I've got something to fiddle with.
No,
Sounds rude,
no,
that, doesn't
post it, post
Doesn't
it,
sound good,
post
does
it,
it?
post it. Focus,
Silly
Cole.
Maris. Focus.
Shall we go across to do the what's in store? Because it might take.
Yeah,
people
let's
a while
do
to
your
get
what's
sorted.
in store, mate, because you've gone a little bit Chris on this one, Chris, ain't you, mate?
I must admit, I have gone somewhat Chris on this.
Oh, he's not, has he?
I'm not entirely convinced that anyone's going to guess it without subtle clues. So, yeah.
We've not actually seen this yet, so we haven't got.
No,
a
I haven't
slightest
posted
scoop as
it
to
on
what it
yet.
might
So,
be.
yeah. Yeah, right. Let's see how we go. I'll do my own intro. I feel like doing an intro to it. So.
Ooh, I like
You
this.
are really being profesh tonight, Chris.
It's what's
Can
in
we have the
store
old Chris
time.
back?
I've done a what's in store. I've got 5 or 6 different items that linked together make a theme. Now the theme this week is a film. It's
film?
one of them movie film things. So yeah, be on the lookout for
here's
films
the thing.
from history. What?
Do you know how all of us tend to say film like that? Is that
'Cause
because
that's-
we
'cause you
used to
do.
watch
That's why
Why
we
Don't
do.
You when we were kids?
I don't really. I say film.
It's a film.
But yeah,
I think it was because I used to watch Why
I
Don't You
thought
when
I
we
should
went always to
enunciate my
Belfast.
words correctly for the eModels audience, so they can experience the full Queen's English and other words.
He's been professional, Cole. He's been professional again.
I was going to say, I'm so glad he said that he was doing that.
We may have to have a conversation about this.
Paul
Yeah,
says
'cause
that was
I've
supposed to
lost
be to
about,
me.
well,
It's my build of a wooden projector. Yeah, I'm doing a stream every other week of a wooden projector. So that's what he was talking about. Got
I was
me
going
all
to say, I
confused.
was
Easily
confused. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
back doing more
Gemma
of that
says
on
she's
Wednesday.
completed
So.
a 2,500 piece puzzle and 11 mini WASJig puzzles.
Oh,
So
ding.
Highland Boy says she's looking for things. Does she get dings for with Jigsaw, or do we decide she does?
Yeah,
We
you better
do
do a
give
ding,
dings with
Chris,
jigsaw
because
puzzles.
God, I was,
Yeah.
But I did tell her to do them one at a time. But as Ted's not here, it doesn't really matter. So
yeah. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes if you don't give Gemma a ding, mate.
I've
few
dinged
extras.
already. I've pre-dinged.
It's-
So,
it's
yes,
more than
what's in
his
store?
life's worth not to ding.
I have several items. I should go through them one at a time. Only at the end, when I say what's the theme, go. Should you put the theme in chat? The first one to put it in. It'll be really quick. It won't be quick. If anybody gets it right at all, I'll be shocked. But yes, it's a theme. So when you hear me say what's the theme, go put it in chat and tell me what the theme is. These two, they won't get it either. So yeah,
And what do I need to prime the pumps in Ted's absence?
you can.
What do they win, Chris? I'll prime
Nothing.
the pumps. Hang on. There you go.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That was-
A few
that
B.
was-
You might get the odd B.
That
Perhaps.
wasn't the pumps. That was the Stooges, wasn't it?
No, I have the comedy pump. I
I thought you've got
got
the Three Stooges ready to send out.
When I turn it round, it goes like that. I can't.
Okay. Right.
What Ted sent me, I don't know.
The first of tonight's
Oh,
themes
nice.
is this one. It is the 1971 Ford Mustang from James Bond. I don't know what was the Bond film in 71, and
Was that the one where they had the speedboats going over the and
Diamonds
the,
Are Forever. It says it in
comedy-
the words down
comedy?
below.
It's in the words. Comedy sheriff.
Diamonds Are Forever. The 1971 Mustang Mark One.
I'm sorry, James Bond never drove an American car.
I did. I'm sure he
Did he?
did in that one. So there we have that.
One of his
the
off
first
days.
one. It's £44.99 of your British pence, 1/25th scale, and it's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Mustang, isn't it?
Decent
You
size.
do
AMT, all
donuts
right.
and
They
everything,
make
mate.
stuff.
I was about to say, is it AMT because it's 125th and I can just notice the logo.
Where it says AMT on the
Proper
side of
old
it, yeah,
school
that makes-
muscle
gives
car.
it away a little bit.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
So yeah, paint guide included. 2.5 inches in length once assembled. So, yeah,
Awesome.
there we go.
Nice.
Good muscle car.
It's moulded
good
in
to
red,
charge it,
clear,
like,
transparent red, and chrome. So you could probably get away with not painting it if it's moulded in red and transparent red already, but you probably want to paint it.
Yeah, I want to paint it and get a good gloss lacquer coat on there and give it a
Yeah.
good polish. Because I know all
so-
about painting. I don't know anything about painting shiny cars.
As I said, it is a film that you're going for. It's not a Bond film, just to stop you getting
Ain't diamonds are forever then.
It's not Diamonds Are Forever, no. I shall tell you that out front. No, it isn't. The next one is the Leonardo da Vinci The Marvelous Machines series, The Pendulum Clock.
Pendulum.
It's quite interesting looking, this. It's a clock that works off of pendulums.
Ooh, does it actually work though and tell the time and that and everything?
I think it does, but it only runs for like
Yeah.
10 minutes or something. It doesn't work for a long time. So
Cool.
that's the sort of thing that I might pick up as an eModels build at some point, because it's interesting
I do
to
like
the
this kind of
mechanism
like-
rather than the building.
Different, Chris, isn't it? It's interesting, mate.
Yeah, I do like this kind of mechanical kits that you get. Like you get Tamiya do a lot of them things like simple working engines and things like
Yeah.
that. I think they also do mechanical kits of creatures, which is really weird.
Used to get the little Stirling engine kits, didn't you? You used to put on top of the coffee
Yeah.
cup, but they, yeah.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting. It's 25 quid. You can't go wrong with that, even if it's just to learn some more about pendulums and mechanisms, gears.
See,
And
Colin
stuff.
would just get that and then he'd just turn it into a box full of orc sprue parts.
Yeah, I'm going to say Colin would
Yeah.
just be stick them to his hat and stuff and things like
I still think I could probably shoehorn that in one corner of the Insane Blade.
I suspect you could.
Probably
be
could.
on
It's got a
one turret or
gantry on it,
something.
so yeah, it's already halfway
Those
there.
two
isn't it?
round things could have a turret on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain's weird
have it
anyway,
on the
says
back
Paul.
of-
This is true, yeah.
Have it
So
on the
that
back
was the
of the
first,
squig off.
the second item. The third item is this Lightcraft magnetic LED work light. You can't work in the dark. So you can even work on a real car with this because it's magnetic. It'll stick to things.
Ooh.
Oh, impressive.
But also useful if you need
Unless
a little
your
bit of
car's
extra
got a
light at the
plastic
bench.
body.
Then you can stand one of them up next to it or stick it to, anything metal around, radiators or whatever. And that gives you an extra torch. It's five
Paul
lights and
Ryder
settings.
was asking you, Chris, whether that Da Vinci kit is a wooden build or not.
No,
I don't
it's not.
know.
It
I
is
think
plastic.
it's plastic parts, isn't it?
It is plastic parts, yeah.
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 I quite like that idea. eModels do sell some cool little light tools and things, so
Yeah,
make sure you
it's
check out their
interesting
tool
stuff.
section.
It comes with a USB cable for charging. Runtime up to
happy
12
days.
hours, so charge it up and good to go.
I'll tell you something, that's not a bad runtime then. Yeah.
Yeah.
A
It's
good
probably
little
on the lowest
bench
light setting.
accessory.
It's got 5 different light settings.
Yeah.
So
A good little bench accessory for those of us that like to feed our carpet monster on a regular basis.
yeah,
and,
very useful for that sort of stuff.
we all end up down there, don't we, on our elbows, going, really? Some of us get stuck under the cupboard,
So
but
I
we
wasn't
won't
going to
go
mention
in
that.
there.
I was going to mention that, but no,
Yeah.
Or stick their fingers in holes randomly.
we're not mentioning that. We'll move swiftly on. Next up, we have the FTX 1/16 Tracer 1/16. It's 1/16 scale, in case you didn't notice from the description there. It's monster truck. It's a
Monster.
monster truck. It's radio controlled. It's got
Now,
servos
see,
and
for
power and
some
stuff in it.
reason, I could imagine that, Chris, with a shark mouth on the side, with a GNU at the wheel.
A
I'm on my
GNU?
way to eModels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new Foxmobile.
Gnumobile.
Considering that seems to come with everything you need.
That is not a bad
That's
price, is
an
it?
excellent price for that, isn't it? I was thinking you
Does
might
it
need
come
to
with
play your own
the
stuff,
controller?
but it
'Cause
doesn't. It
a lot
comes with
of
the whole
RCs
radio system and everything.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot
wow.
of RC stuff doesn't come with controllers, so it's good if it does.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but eModels are one of the UK's leading RC stockists. If you have any
Yep.
remote-controlled queries or requirements, give them a shout.
Absolutely.
They specialise in such.
Does that
things.
come assembled, does it, Chris? Or is that something you have to put together? Or
It's it looks like it comes with optional things, but
nice.
aftermarket options. But I'm not sure.
Probably assembled, I would guess.
Probably
that's
is.
worth a punt at that
Yeah.
price, I must admit.
Good bit of fun, that.
Yeah,
Think of the
that'd
fun
be
I
good.
could have around the house
Wheels
with
like
that.
that. You're not going to be able to
I had
break
a
it
Tamiya
very easily.
Frog when I was a kid, and that was great fun.
I used to have the Beetle. Do you remember the big Volkswagen Beetle one, the RC
Yeah.
one? I used to have one of them bad boys.
The only thing that Tamiya did wrong was they put plastic cogs on the steering, on the what do you call it? The thing that keeps the wheels level, and they just ended up going like that all the time because they should have had metal cogs on them. Really,
I'm sure you can get upgrades for that sort of thing now.
Yeah, this was in the 1980s.
Yeah. Print your own, couldn't you? Yeah.
Didn't have shops in the 1980s.
So there we go. That's that one. Next up, we have the. I should let Colin read that. Really, I don't know. Kovozarbadi. Of the Malcolm Hood. There we go. It's a Mustang.
You just said Malcolm Hood like an American would say Robin Hood.
I would have just gone the KP 172nd F6.
Yeah, the F6
get out to have free car.
Oh, yeah, you know the best bit? The giveaway is one of their kits as well. So I've got to do that as well. Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't volunteer for that one.
Oh, I seem to have messed it and just gone back to that now. I can't get rid of that now. How do I get rid of that?
There's an X in the top right.
There's an X in the top right, mate.
I got the top right off the edge of my screen. There we go. That's why I couldn't see that.
There's an X in the, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, so it's virtually free. It's £12.33p.
Yep.
These are bad.
It's a Polish manufacturer. eModels do have a good collection of manufacturers you've not really heard of before. And it's worth checking them out because sometimes some of them are really small manufacturers, just little ones that do interesting stuff like ICM when they first started out. And some of them are smaller manufacturers who've say have just started out, but they buy old tools. Yeah. So they can offer like kits at low price. I don't know whether these are new or old tools or not, but they're great, fun little things to just play with.
We're hoping that they buy old,
apart from the bit across the bottom, doesn't it?
Yeah. We're hoping that they buy old tools. They're going to put a bid in for the GNU, but you know,
it could happen. Probably
He's still got his stick.
Right, and the last one in tonight's series
12, 13 quid.
is some Scale Electric.
Ooh.
Not Scale Electrics, as I always thought it was. I got the X's in the wrong places. 1980s TV, Back to the Future versus Knight Rider.
Yeah.
It looks like an amazing kit. It's £143.99p. It's not cheap, but you get the whole track. You get the two cars with working lights and magnet traction.
Is Scale Electric still Matchbox?
I honestly don't know, mate. To be quite honest with you, I've got a big Scale Electric set up in the loft, and I keep meaning to get me boy to get it down so that we can set it up because, it would degenerate, wouldn't it?
But the thing is right. You cannot deny they know exactly who their market is.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know that their market, modern kids don't care about Scale Electric. Their entire market is middle-aged blokes like us who grew up watching Knight Rider and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because we grew up with Scale Electric and they know their market.
Loved it, mate. You know, it was one of them things, wasn't it? You know, you had to have a Scale Electrics track. Used to be able, if I remember rightly, you used to be able to go into the old retailer that was around in the day. I won't name them.
The old bricks and mortar shop. Yeah.
But you used to be able to go in and buy individual track segments. Do you remember doing that? And you would buy a segment every month, and eventually you would build up enough that you could set up your own circuit. And that's how I got into it, just buying track sections and odd cars.
I remember walking into my local sort of model shop. There's a thing that doesn't exist anymore. My local model shop, and they'd have like trains, and then behind the counter there'd be like a little shelf with just different shapes of track lined on hooks in little.
Dave Cardboard says that it's owned by Umbro with an H.
Umbro.
Oh, right.
There you go.
And then Lee Barrett says it's owned by Ombi with an H.
I think they're both owned by each other, aren't they, or something? I don't know.
There is an affiliation or a link somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, they know who they're. And the best thing is as well, the verses in the middle is so 1980s synthwave font. That's just they just know their marketing for this one.
Oh yeah.
This is aimed straight at they know that parents buy this for their kids, not for their kids.
Well, this is it. When I bought my big set, I bought it, and Lex, bless him, was about 3 months old, and I bought it for him, for when he grew up. And it's like,
for him.
Yeah. And my missus knew I bought it for me. She's not daft.
Yeah.
So that is all of them. That's the complete set.
Can you think of a better car though than the DeLorean to go with Knight Rider?
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's iconic, isn't it?
Knight Rider's early 80s and DeLorean, Back to the Future's later 80s, it's like...
The only other car that it would have worked with would have been the Dukes of Hazzard car, wouldn't it? The General Lee.
Yeah, I can see why.
You could have had.
I could see
car.
why they
Yeah.
didn't use that particular vehicle because, yeah, we won't go into that.
They could have done Knight Rider and Street Hawk, but you can't really do motorbikes on scale.
No,
Electric,
you could have kit and car, but they both look exactly the same, apart from one having a
yeah,
silver
that's
bottom.
true.
But yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's
so-
the only choice they had was to do the DeLorean.
I shall go through them all again. I'm sure you know what the theme is, but you know, I'll go through them again just for the slow people in the audience. We've got the 1971 Ford Mustang Mark I from Bond. We've got Leonardo da Vinci's pendulum clock. We have the magnetic LED work light. We have the 1/16th Tracer monster truck. We have the KP F6 Malcolm Hood. And we have Scalextrics Back to the Future versus Knight Rider.
You just said it wrong.
Fox has found his new use for his tool here, hasn't he?
Punctuation.
Yeah.
So, what is the
You
theme?
just-
Go.
You just said Scalextrics.
I can't say it right. It's just wrong. Yeah.
I know. McLeish says production of Scalextric was transferred to Rovex in '68, although the mini models factory remained open until the early 1970s. It's now owned by Hornby Hobbies of England.
Oh.
Ray Aquilini says hello to everybody.
Hello, Ray. How you doing, pal?
Mark Shellard says R118 signal box. I remember looking at the Scalextric catalogue when I was a kid and like seeing that you could get like the Formula One like paddock area with the buildings.
Yeah, you used to get all the
lights and
pit
stuff.
lane and the banking and the
I'd be like,
crowd.
wow.
Yeah.
You get a look at all that, but then the reality is you set it up, you play it for 5 minutes, and you get bored of being the kid that has to go and put the car back on the track at the corner. And you're
Yeah.
like,
We
oh,
have a correct
Yeah.
answer.
no.
Now, there's 3 or 4 answers there. Which one do you think is the correct one?
I'm
I
going to say
reckon Bobbins.
the pit and the pendulum. Yeah,
No.
seems it's based on a
Red Len is correct with the Clockwork Orange.
Oh, happy days.
Really?
And we and Fox are looking, where's the orange?
What?
Yeah, this is Chris Fox, don't
Back
forget.
to the
Right.
Future, Knight Rider, right, okay, Mustang.
Right. Here we
James
go.
Bond's-
This is it. This is easy. 1971 is the year that the film came out.
Oh, yeah,
God,
yeah.
Really? Okay. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no, this
remember
is
that.
Chris Fox. This is Chris.
So we've
Pendulum, obviously.
got clock,
Yeah.
work, orange.
Wait, what? Go back to the light. Where did it say orange? What?
Oh,
It
yeah.
says-
on the
it says
RC
orange
truck,
there.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
It says orange.
it's
What's
blatantly
the light
orange
one?
because, you know, even if
Yeah.
it didn't say it,
Yeah.
it was orange.
Clues in
the light
colour,
one?
Chris, isn't it?
Did
Yeah.
it say work lamp? Because I can't really see the words. from
Yes,
it.
it's a magnetic LED work light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Clockwork. Oh, okay.
Clockwork orange.
Well, what about the Mustang and the
But that one is Malcolm, because it's Malcolm McDowell. Is
Malcolm
obviously
McDowell, wasn't it?
stars in
Yeah.
the film.
Oh, I forgot that. You didn't
And
think
that one is the
was-
one that's pushing it a little bit, because Michael Bates is also starring in the film.
He's back on
How
form, isn't he?
How did you get Clockwork Orange? Whoever got it, who got it red? How did you even?
Why? Because he's not a spoon like us two idiots, Fox. We're sitting there
He
going,
can probably
Yeah.
see the words on the screen that I can't. I'm like, oh look, it's a thing. That's very
Yeah.
nice.
yeah.
There you go. See,
Gerard
easy.
says
Oh,
I'm not old enough to know about that movie.
Paul Allen Ryder says, I said his brain was weird. Yeah, you was right, Paul.
McLeish says tenuosity confirmed, and Gemma says blooming heck, Chris.
Yeah.
Normal service will resume on the next one because it's mine again, so it'll be model kits.
Be
Stuff
5
made out of
kits in
plastic.
order of the order I picked them.
5
Colour
things
pink.
that eModels sell.
5 things that are red. They've all got the word red in it, and the colours
I've
red.
done red already, mate, so yeah, I've got to be
Oh
careful
no,
now.
there's
I'm
no
running
other
out of
colours. You're knackered. You've got no
I
other
won't be
colours to
expecting
use.
it again.
Yeah.
No, that's good. You could do it again.
There you go. So yeah,
Yes.
we're waiting.
Colin-
I'm waiting for you to do your thing because whoever Red Len won it, he's got to go through the old tubes.
Oh,
isn't
I've
it?
got.
I
I'm
haven't
going to
got a
send it
tube,
now. I
so,
can't
you know.
guarantee. I've got to send you nothing. I can't guarantee there won't be bees. There's always a bit of an overflow of bees. So are you ready? It's on the way to you now, Red Lamp. Make sure to check your eModels brand vacuum tube. If you haven't got one, there's a big pile of these and outside the house.
Redlen did it the right way. He Googled the top films in 1971. Good man. I like your thinking, because that's what Fester would have done. It's like,
Yeah, very smart.
yeah.
The imitation game made my brain hurt enough. I've got no chance with the Chris What's in Store, says Dave Cardboard. Anders says, spoon here too. Nice work as ever, Chris. Says the Bobbins is after something.
Yeah, he definitely is, isn't he? Yeah.
Shellard says, Google is cheating. I demand an inquiry. And Paul Ryder says, oh, good, Colin, I can get yours.
Oh, yeah.
He shouts it.
It's, you know.
I'm expecting
Normally you
Collins
can get
next
it
week
just
to
by
be-
looking at the first picture.
I'm expecting Collins to edge into my territory soon, so watch out for it.
Well, my last one was a bit tenuous, wasn't it? I had a few Chris effects in there, and you was pleasantly pleased with that one. So, yeah.
A few Chris effects.
Yeah.
I think even I had to have one where
Criticisms.
I had like a word in the description or something. Like it felt dirty.
Yeah. It's uncharted territory, isn't it? You venture
know.
into the Twilight Zone, you're like, I've tried it, but I was not as good at it. Good at
I
it.
don't
Once
feel
you try
happy
it, there's
about
no
it.
going back.
Try it, but I won't like it.
Yeah. I like peas.
Not like peas.
We've got a thing to give away, haven't we? Or to draw who's going to win it.
We have.
So there's still time
Yes,
to
we
go and
do.
comment on last week's video.
There certainly is. Oh, that's the one thing I forgot to load up. Oh, for
Last
love
week's
of
video.
God. Right, let me go and load up last. Let me go and
You sort of need
load
it,
last
because
week's
otherwise
video.
people can't comment on it. You
One
won't
job,
know.
Chris. One job.
Yeah, I always forget this bit though, don't I?
He sat
Right,
there
let
all
me-
cocky before we went live. I'm going to do the thing this week. All profession, everything. And
You know, the funny thing is, I totally didn't do that, but never mind. Right.
yeah, but they believe us, mate.
I know. Oh, there's an advert. Thanks. Shut up.
Oh God.
I have to play through the advert. So give me a minute.
Padding out, padding out, padding
La
out.
la la la
padding
la
out.
la. Bench and belly for you two then, while we're waiting for this advert from.
Bench,
Good
I've
company.
got some 3D printed wheels
Wheels. Pretty
that I did on the designings that you know about, because
You designed them yourself.
yeah, I've primed and painted the first layers of my ball tank repaint.
Oh.
I can't pick up the microscope, but I've got the microscope on the bench with all the metal parts for the Ninja H2 carbon build. And the Sherman obviously has been painted, and I've been beginning the weathering on that little build that is coming up on the channel as well. Little R35 tank done in the Matchbox style of 2-part plastic diorama. Do you remember them? So
I had a little German half track.
yeah.
A little demolished
So
wall.
that's what I've been up to. I've got a cup of tea on the bench, and I've had a couple of my nutrition bar things. So
Good lad. What about you, Chris?
On the bench, I've just been doing more part works. I've done a little bit more of the Ford GT. It's got some seats in it now. It's looking quite impressive.
oh, nice one.
The seats don't
Okay,
look
I
right
know
though. The seating bit is too long. I don't understand how they work.
I think they're designed for a specific
Well, they-
person, weren't they? So.
The seats are very close to the floor, so you're sitting with your legs sort of almost straight out in front of you. So I don't know.
Well, the
It's
concept was it only had to be 40 inches high, didn't it? It was the whole thing of it. So they
It
had
was
to,
very low.
yeah. You know, and if you was a bit tall, they used to put the bubble on top of the door, didn't they? So that you could get your canister in. Because I've tried sitting in a GT40 and I couldn't
didn't
get
work.
the door shut because the top of my canister was poking out the
tried-
top.
tried
Get the
taking your
door
hat
shut
off.
'cause his hat was in the way. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Right, I'm
Lunch,
ready. I'm ready to
food
sweat. I'm
today,
ready.
we had bacon sandwiches tonight, bacon rolls.
Ooh, bacon sandwich. Oh, I could have had bacon sandwiches for my dinner later. I
Bacon
haven't had them
baguette,
yet.
technically, but it's all right.
Ooh, very posh. But we haven't defrosted the bacon. I think for me it might just be a tin of hot dogs chopped up with some rice and veggies put in and made up and made into a mush. That'd be nice. Right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Can you press some buttons for me, Chris? Yeah, you want to do some button
I
pressing?
thought you were. Here we go.
I was ready, yes. Now,
Oh,
yes.
look at that. Look at that. It's our friend Ted. Look how profesh he looks.
Look how professional he is when he turns up.
Is that pre or post gin? Because
Yes.
That's within, I think.
I think that's mid.
Yeah.
Within gin. That's mid gin imbibement.
Yeah.
Yes, so we had a giveaway last week, and well, not last week, last time, and we are giving away the I'm going to butcher it as well. Kovashvody Proshteov. I'm going to guess. Kovashvody.
Is that the same thing I just did? No, it wasn't.
Same brand. Kovashvody Proshteov 172nd Alpha Jet A Luftwaffe. For a goodly £16.19 space pence. But you can tonight win it for yourself for no pence whatsoever.
Oh,
because
nice one.
this is what we're giving away. I think this is a new brand for eModels to be stocking because they've had quite a few of them on the new in. So I think they've just, I don't think it's a new brand, but I think it's a brand that's not.
Oh yeah, it's a nice brand. It's a bit like ICM, isn't it? We've all built some ICM kits, and they're a good little brand.
Yeah,
Didn't they?
I mean, you can see on here they've got a lot of kits of aircrafters in 172s. And they're probably I don't know how long they've been around. They've probably been around for quite a while, but it's just one of those brands that we've never really come across over here until recent years.
Yeah.
So they're always worth a go because, like I say, because they're smaller companies, you get some really great little kits for not too much, and you can have fun with them and experiment and play around with them. So yeah, so it's the Kovashvody Proshteov 172nd Alpha Jet, a Luftwaffe, which looks quite funky. That's what we're giving away. And all we'd asked you to do was put a comment on last week's video about something or other. I've forgotten that. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
We have 10 comments, so I'm hoping by the time we finish waffling and you've all gone and put your comment on there, and I refresh this,
12.
or we go into there'll be 11,
Yeah.
12, yeah. So we'll give you a few more seconds to get your comment on last week's video. Show number 260, so make sure you've got your comment on there, and we'll pull a comment in a second.
So if we see a comment on there from a Mr. GNU, we know that you've cheated.
And if it says, I'm a GNU, oh yeah, I could sign in as my other account, because I've now got my channel, Modelmaking GNU.
Paul's asking me what CAD do I use. I use Autodesk when I'm on my MacBook and Tinkercad when I'm on here. I haven't got a license for Fusion 360 yet, but yeah, and also I do a bit on Blender.
Stefan Lassin, he says, oh, good evening. Oh, just in time for the thing. Yes, you are. Get
Happy
your comment on.
days.
People don't know this about you, Carl, but you're a bit of a demon with the old designing things in 3D, aren't you?
Yeah. I find it really therapeutic when I can't sleep to stop me getting agitated with myself. Because I can't sleep, I'll sit and design things. And I
Wheels
did.
he held up before, he designed them himself.
I did. I had one the other week, wasn't it? I sent you, and you didn't know what it was. Which was that? And that is the Fesbay superglue holder. That's it. Made of a darning needle, all designed, and you pick your glue up, apply it, bink, job done.
He said, I've invented this, and I'm like, it didn't have the needle, and I'm like, I have no idea how to understand how that works. It's just a box with 2 magnets and a stick. And somebody in chat in the comments said, well, this is a collar, and that's on that. And you can call the parts all the names you want. Doesn't know how it works. But when he explained it, I'm like,
I time-lapse film all my 3D printed, so I did a new shroud, didn't I, the other night, which is the T2 head with LED lit eyes and that. So, yeah, little things. I just enjoy doing it, and yeah.
Bit of a 3D sculpting wizard.
I've got loads. I did that jig, didn't I? As a 3D
Jig.
design. Me moto jig.
I'm having a jig. I'm doing a jig.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
does that mean we're all going to start talking like pirates? Arr.
There you go. See, the grabber comes in handy. That's one of mine design, which is a fully workable 3D printed moto jig for building
That'd be a good jig, that'd be.
motorcycles. So, yeah.
Yeah. Right, we're ready.
Yeah, go on. See how
Is
many
that
pictures
suitably
we've got.
padded out?
Yeah, if you've not put your comment on last time's video by now, then you're SOL and it's too late. So let us take the URL from, not the product you fill, from
Yeah,
the
not
video.
that one.
I'll use the awesome keyboard of loudness to paste it in. Ignore the adverts, not responsible for those. We'll put it in there, and we shall filter duplicate users.
Oh, you've got to do some maths.
Oh yeah, 3 plus 2. Oh god.
17.
M. Answers in chat, please. Right, 3 plus 2 equals 5, and show random. There we go. Right,
God, did you just do Fox maths?
I did. So
got
we've
it
actually
right
had
as
2
well,
comments
I'm
in the last couple of minutes. So two of you, really. Well, the lesser people are in, the more chance you've got to win. So
Got to be
I
in
shall
it
now.
to win it.
I shall just do it one more. Sorry, the capture you entered is wrong. Oh, I've got to do maths again, haven't I?
Do formats before we can do it again.
9, 10, it was 12. No, it was 12. 9, 10, yes. Okay, so it's still got 12.
Brilliant.
Right. So, are we ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. Drum roll, please, ladies, if you would be so kind.
Roll, roll, roll. Boom, 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 boom.
Does the animation thing.
Really?
So it's better than us.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bing! Get in there.
Angus Allett. Oh, I think we asked him about the first photograph for some bizarre reason. Yeah, the first photo in 1825 was of a boy pulling a horse. However, the earliest surviving photograph from 1826 was a view of Le Grat in Burgundy, France, by someone Cole could never pronounce, using a bitumen-coated pewter plate diluted with lavender oil. You would think it would have been something rude. Yes, so there you go. So Angus Allett, well done. You have won yourself against some underwhelming competition. You've won yourself the Cover Javodi Prosteov 172nd Alpha Jet A Luftwaffe. Hashtag number 72350, which I guess Colin is putting in chat now.
I am.
Yep. So all you need to do is send an email to the address at the top of the screen there, which is ted@emodels.co.uk, and just say that you've won that kit with that hashtag number, because that's the product number. Include your name, address, and your postcode. Sorry, your name, address, and your phone number, because the delivery guy will want a phone number. And we will get the chaps at eModels. We'll send that on, and we'll get them to send it out to you.
Congratulations, Angus. Well done, mate.
So well done, Angus, my friend. Well done, well done. I shall stop sharing that now. There we go. So my processor can stop screaming at me.
And that's about it, isn't it?
We've been
there you
really
go.
professional
Well
tonight, haven't we?
I know.
Any more for any
Now
more?
we're going
Anything
to
else?
share some recipes. Should we talk about a recipe? What? Anybody make any interesting foods that I could make? That's
No.
really easy.
Well, you asked me what's on my bench. What's on both your benches?
I did my bench, I told you.
Big 1/8 scale.
Dodge Charger.
Dodge Charger, yeah. I'm still working
We're
on.
talking about the Ford
Dude,
GT.
slowly.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
The last
right.
thing
Yeah,
I
you
did.
got your full GT, haven't you? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the seat interior and it cockpit.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. And I'm toying with the idea, when I've got my part work stuff out of the way, because I've got loads to do, I need to get it all done, and get back to actually buildy. I've got loads of Imperial Guard to make. I need to finish making, but I might actually do a Gumpler.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
I might actually dive back into Gumpler for something. I don't know yet. That's not confirmed. But I might.
How about we do one on the Friday Frolic then?
Steady now. Well, the one I'm going to do is going to be lots of airbrushing. So.
Oh,
I'm
right
doing
then.
when I'm streaming. But yeah, I might do a Gunplers when I finish got my part work stuff out.
In other words, he wants to do it for himself.
No. I'll be doing lots of like airbrushing and stuff, so I can't really do it on the stream. So. But yeah, so I might do that. Possibly. Don't know yet.
Cool.
Everybody saying congratulations to Angus.
Absolutely. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done.
Which is Thomas Scale Model says 42 watching, 30 thumbs up. Yeah, give us those thumbs up. It helps the channel up massively.
Yeah, helps the old algorithm, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's us then, isn't it? Really?
I think that's about the time.
Done the
Yep.
giveaway, done what's in store.
Athel
days.
Nickel says, Athel Nickel gives me I'll say that again with less speed. Athel Nickel gives a recipe. He says, boil up a neep and using the brie, add rough oatmeal and have a merly in Foxx. Ooh, I like oatmeal. I like turnips.
Oh yeah.
What-
Yeah, he
what's
does a
a
bit of the
Merlin?
old turnip stuff, doesn't he?
What's
It's
a
a merly. He just
Merlin?
says it's boil up a neep. He says boil up a neep and using the brie, add rough oatmeal and have a merly. It's a merly.
I don't know.
A merly is the turnip and the oatmeal, and
Is it? Oh, okay. That's what it all is. Okay.
I think you basically make oatmeal in the juice from a boiled turnip, which actually
Doesn't
quite
sound
tasty. I do
appetising.
like oatmeal. Do you know what I've discovered over the last week? I was hungry and there was nothing else to eat that required no preparation, but I had a big bag of muesli for some reason. So I just had a big massive bowl of muesli, which is normally boring, but I also just happened to have an enormous bottle of maple syrup. And maple syrup is one of the nicest substances ever made by man. Oh.
Yeah.
So
I
basically had-
mistook muesli for oats the other day. I was telling you when I in the chat. Yeah.
I don't mind muesli, but you've got to put something on it to make it tasty.
Yeah, it's like,
Lashings
you know
of-
that stuff you get in the bottom of a bird cage?
Yeah, lashings of maple syrup make
Trail
and
mix.
Can't. Sugars.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the sad thing is that most mueslis you get in a box from the supermarket are probably just as unhealthy as all the other crap cereals you get because they got lots of salt and stuff.
Oh yeah, she gets the natural oats in a big bag,
Yeah,
like,
big bag
you
of
know. But
no extra salt.
I had the choice of 2 bags. One had oats written on it, and one had muesli. Which bag do you think I picked up?
Can you eat oats just like as a cereal without actually cooking it and heating it up?
Wouldn't recommend it, but
No. Because I went through it because I have to eat healthily sometimes.
Yeah, I'll warm it up. Just have a bowl of
porridge oats.
Yeah, do like a bowl of oats, I must admit.
But maple syrup. Oh,
I'd prefer a fry up for brekkie, but apparently that's
as would we
not
all.
the thing to do.
strange.
yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I also passed a milestone this last week.
Hold on.
dear.
Was it painful?
I feel
Did it
compelled
hurt?
It came out sideways. I feel compelled to let the public know that I passed a milestone and that confirms I am actually old now. In that I had to order and got bizarrely, irrationally excited about a new dish rack for the kitchen sink because it's got 2 levels. And for some reason I was like, oh, that's quite hot. And I got excited when I built it up and I made it and I put it up. I said, oh, I want to do the washing up now. Put all my plates on it. And I was like, I'm getting excited over a dish rack. What is my life come to?
Yeah.
And there was only 4 things to put together in it and I still got them wrong.
I'm not shocked.
I put it together, but they're the wrong way around. Hang on. I
Yeah,
got it wrong.
I thought I'd be clever and try to introduce H to the world of boxing by donning her oven mitts and giving it the old, have some of that. And she whipped the tea towel out across the room like a bullfighter's whip, and it caught me right on the cheek of the old Harris, mate. And honestly, it was like, the prison suits used to have the arrows on it. It was like that, proper laser etched. And it's like, I won't be doing Henry Cooper on H anymore because it's not the thing to do.
Were you in her kitchen?
I was in her kitchen loitering and messing about.
Yeah, that's why you get the trouble.
Nothing to do.
There we go.
Yeah, she put her foot down and she's like, wait, you know where you should be or else.
Yeah,
and I overstayed thinking that I could be a bit defiant. And
yeah, you're only supposed to go in there to get the cup of tea.
Well, sarcastically, she found a reel of hazard tape at one of her workplaces she goes to. And she marked a diagonal bit of tape on the laminate in the kitchen, going from the man cave door to the lounge. And there was a post-it in the middle, say, for me to walk in that area
don't
only,
cross the line.
not to go, don't cross the line. And I'm like, really, has it come to that?
Well, you're the guy that put half a motorcycle engine in the dishwasher. So yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
chrome
why.
come up gorgeous, mate.
And you put metal things in the microwave.
Tin Frey Benter's pie went in the microwave. She said, "Oh, you bung that Frey Benter's pie in the microwave." Yeah, no worries, I'm not just threw it in there.
Oh dear.
Yeah. The gearbox in the bath, the mini gearbox in a plastic bath full of paraffin was the rod that broke the camel's back, I think. So
This is why Fest. It's not that Festa's stuck in the 1970s and that his wife should be in the kitchen. It's just that he's not allowed in the kitchen.
Not allowed anywhere,
and
yeah.
H won't allow him in the kitchen. She's happy to not have him in the kitchen. ever.
I break her white appliances by thinking, do you know, I've got a puncture repair to do and I just need to warm the tube up and the glue. So I'll put the rubber tube in the microwave. I did a burger for 8.5 minutes. It came out like moon rock. The smoke was billowing, and she went to Manchester with me boy to go to a concert. Oh, this is a while back. And she left one of the Bang and Mash and Beans things. All you got to do, she said, is pierce the bag, right? Well, I forgot to pierce the bag and it inflated like a beach ball. So my answer, rather than switch the microwave off, was to hop it to the lounge and peek through the door as it went poof. So, yeah, as you can imagine, it went everywhere. And I'm like, I had one job.
I need to add some context to make this even worse, is that when he said he put a burger in the microwave for 8.5 minutes, it was a Rustler's burger, which on the box on the front says, ready in 90 seconds. And that's
Yeah.
the entire advertising
Yeah.
campaign is it's
And I
ready in
thought I
90
won't go
seconds.
for 9 minutes. I'll go for 8.5. Yeah. So yes, it's not. I'm not against cooking. It's just I can't be trusted. I did a saucepans with an angle grinder. I thought I was dirty, so I got me wire brush angle grinder out and I hung them up, and they was all like beautiful,
With black
shiny
stuff on
silver,
them.
polished and that. And I said, "You scuzzy mare, all that cooking crud I got off your saucepan." She said, "It's Teflon, you pilch."
So this is why Fester seems to live in a 1970s sexist house, but he doesn't. It's just he's not allowed in the
No,
kitchen.
I
for
would
safety.
love to be able to be allowed to cook, but she's on high blood pressure pills as it is, and she can't handle the stress. She's like,
This
"Look,
is why you
please
can't have
don't.
nice things.
You've broke 2 microwaves, you've broke a cooker, you've broke the washing machine, you scuzzied up the dishwasher, so she had to get a new one." So yeah, and yeah, I'm not safe.
If you go, I can just imagine your house now, Colin. There's basically 2 halves to the house. There's the side that you're allowed in, and then there's the other side where all the nice things are, and you're not allowed in that side.
Just out
Well, I
of
can-
arm's reach.
Your side is like 1956. Everything's
I'm allowed
mechanical.
to walk through the kitchen. I'm allowed to go and pour myself a cup of tea out the Burko. But if I get accused of loitering or lingering, yeah, she gets the ump, because I then thought, "Oh, what's that gadget she's got?" I took apart her coffee machine because I wanted to see how it worked. So she had to go and buy a new one because I was interested, and I was like, "Oh, how's that do that then?"
You're eminently good at taking things apart. There's no guarantee you'll actually ever get around to
Yeah,
putting them back
9
together.
times out of 10 they'll go back together, because I did used to put trike engines together and things like that. But me and Bill, bless him, my old mate that we used to build the trikes together, she had one of these proper Italian restaurant coffee things,
Oh.
the big stainless steel things,
Yeah, they're like
where you've got
£3
like
or something,
97, you got 97 parts to put together to make a cup of coffee. And it was on the side, and me and Bill were like, "Oh, I fancy a bit of that fancy coffee." We couldn't figure out how to put this thing together. We had a bench full of stuff, and she's come in and gone bang, 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 and there it is. And we're like, huh? Yeah,
Couldn't see the wood for the trees.
no, it's like, yeah.
Let's have a look. There's a couple of comments, I think, on that. Bobbin says, after me saying I got excited by a dish rack, Bobbin says, I would like a bread bin. I'd like a bread bin, actually. Lee Barrett says, try frosted flakes with a spoonful of muesli. It's yummy. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
McLeish calls me a Burke, of course. It's not made by man. Maple syrup comes from a tree. I believe it's made by little... I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere, but my brain can't actually figure it out. I know it comes from a tree, but we still have to put it in a bottle and stuff. I was going to make a joke, but I couldn't. When you start making a joke and realise there's...
Yeah,
that's not
it's
worth it.
lost, isn't it? It's gone then, yeah.
Aren't oats for making flapjacks? I've got 2 boxes of oaty flapjacks over the corner that I bought a snack.
Ooh, flapjacks,
yeah. Keith says, when we kept birds, I used the flour sieve to clean the live mealworms until Sue caught me. Colin on MasterChef. Chris, at least it's only plates / bowls I break, says Gemma.
Yeah, not microwaves and things like that. No.
Yeah. And Mark Shellard says, Frank Spencer wasn't that bad.
No. Well, yeah. No.
Yeah, I try, but yeah, it don't always work out. That's how it's like.
Danger to yourself, basically.
Yeah,
and
white
others.
appliances is, it's like when I fitted the kitchen and done all of that years ago. She's like, yeah, right, you've done it, it's there, now can you naff off? I'll clean that up. Because if you loiter too long, one of these nice new white appliances is going to get destroyed.
Yeah,
So
you can put the shelves in, but don't even think about doing anything.
Yeah.
Else.
And it is, I find it fascinating because she is a really good cook, and I love to sit and how she does all of that. But she's like, you can observe, but you can't get involved because you'll break stuff. And
Stay your side of the tape.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I think
it's
we're done,
time.
folks.
We're going to call it a night.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Ted will be returning next time. So panic
Yes.
not.
Yes.
And it will be Colin's
Where-
watching store. So a nice easy one for you.
Yeah, you can have a relaxed time next time. We're back in.
Absolutely.
We're still sticking to the fortnightly schedule for various reasons. So for the moment, we're still sticking to this fortnightly schedule. So it'll be not next week, but the
Yeah,
week after.
yeah, we may return to the once a week thing at some point, but it's just real
Yeah.
life at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But that's going to do us, I think.
yeah, happy days.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you all
thanks
for
very much
watching.
for watching, everybody.
See you
Yeah.
soon.
Don't forget, of course, go to eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. And if you're looking for anything that's not in, if you're trying to find something that's, I'll start that again. All the stuff we showed on the What's in Store tonight. If it's not in stock when you get there, because they only had 3 and we've sold them all through this show, just drop them an email on the address or use the contact form and ask them when whatever you're looking for will be back in stock. I made a right mess of that, didn't I?
Yeah.
It kind of fell apart.
They know what
Poor
you
Gemma.
mean.
Poor Gemma says Chris and Katie don't like me in the kitchen either. We try, Gem, don't we? We go in with the best of intentions to help, and it goes a bit Pete Tong love, doesn't it? Quickly.
Yeah.
And don't forget as well, folks, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, eModels Workbench Live over here with me and the Guru starting the Baneblade project builds.
Bay the Bladers, yes.
So yeah, so we'll have that to sort.
Can't wait for that.
And then when next time we're here on Monday night, you can tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Cool.
Good night all.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Adios, amoebas. We don't know how
Stay
to end when
safe.
Ted's not here, do we? It's just like we just kind of stop.
I'm just going to sit here and wait for a little while until everyone goes away.
Bye.
Bye all. Good night. Good
Stop
night.
looking at me. Stop looking at me.
Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.